Hello, readers, and welcome back to Lit for Queers, the corner of the internet where I talk to you about queer books. And today is no different. I'm back after a while, and I'm talking to you about 4 recent queer releases that I think you should read because I'm very excited about them, and I'm also going to read very soon. So let's get into those. Hello and welcome back, everyone. I've been gone for I think over a month now, and I'm very sorry about that, but I had some holidays and some work stuff going on, so it has been very, very hectic. But I'm back now, and I would like to talk to you about 4 recent releases that I am super, super excited to read. So I'm going to take my phone out. I normally don't do that, but since I haven't read these either, I want to make sure I say the names correctly and that I give you the most details, most accurate details, so that we don't get confused about these books. So, the first book I am really excited to read is called Dream On, Ramona Riley by Ashley Herring Blake. So, Ashley Herring Blake is the author of a lot of sapphic rom-coms that I really like. Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which is one of my absolute favorites. And that entire series, I definitely recommend it if you're in the mood for something lighthearted, something cute, and romance, basically. And this is her new release. This, I'm sure it has nothing to do with that series, which you could actually read as standalones. So I think this is a similar vibe. It's a rom-com, definitely great vibes from the get-go. But what is this about? So this book is about Ramona Riley. She used to be a student of a prestigious art school with dreams of landing in Hollywood as a costume designer, but because of her dad's accident, she has to move back to her little town of Clover Lake in New Hampshire to help take care of him. And 12 years later, Ramona is still there. She's working at a town's cafe, and she has kind of given up on her dream of making it to Hollywood. That is until a big production rom-com comes to Clover Lake to film. And guess who is the star of this movie? It is the first woman that Ramona has ever kissed, and she's a big star that doesn't seem to really remember who Ramona is. So what am I expecting from this? I'm expecting Ramona doesn't think that this woman remembers her, but she will. We'll get a dual perspective. It's gonna be a lot of feelings. That's exactly what Ashley Herring Blake does so well, and I'm really looking forward to something this vibe. The second book I'm really looking forward to is called The Incandescent by Emily Tesh. So this has been sold as a new sapphic, dark academia type of thing, which obviously enthralled me from the very first moment. And it talks about Dr. Walden, who is a director of magic at the Chetwood Academy, and one of the most powerful magicians in England. Her days consist of meetings, teaching A-level invocation to 4 talented, chaotic sixth formers, meetings, more meetings, and securing the school's boundaries from demonic incursions. Walden is great at her job, but the monsters are masters of manipulation, and it's her responsibility to keep her school with its 600 students and century-old legacy safe. And it's possible that the entity Walden most needs to keep her school safe from is herself. I think this sounds really good. I think the blurb as well mentions a sapphic or like a more sapphic playing bad heroines, which I know has sapphic elements, but I haven't read it. So I think this is going to be a good option. Maybe if you want to save it for October, for like Halloweeny time, I think it could also be a really great option for that. The other book I'm really excited to read about, and this I added to my TBR ages ago, and I'm finally very happy to see that it's been released. Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon by Annie Mayer. So I think this, first of all, has a really crazy good title, and the cover, which I'll put up somewhere, is also really cool. So this talks about Tressa Faye Robson, who has never been shy, which is how she's made her name for herself as a hairstylist and social media star. And she's actually looking for a little bit of excitement in her life. When a misdirected text from a stranger leads to a flirt exchange, she surprises herself by suggesting an impulsive meetup. But the woman, Meryl, never shows until Meryl's sister and friends show up at the salon demanding to know what's going on. Because you see, there's no way Meryl could have texted because Meryl has been missing for more than a month. So I'm not gonna read the entire blurb because it's a bit long, but basically there's parallel worlds, multiverse type of thing, if I'm not mistaken, and I think this is so cool. I'm really looking forward to it. The last kind of sci-fi book that I've read was Interstellar Mega Chef. Sorry, I had to look that way because my little library is that way. And I really love that one, and I can't wait to have the sequel of Interstellar Mega Chef. So I wanted something similar, and Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon sounds stellar. The last book is a more serious book than the ones I've mentioned, and is The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong. So Ocean Vuong is a master of his craft. I'm really hoping to like this one too. He has a very specific, very avant-garde way of writing, so I know that he's not for everybody, but his writing is just beautiful. And I'm not going to tell you exactly the synopsis of this, or like who is who and whatever. I want to read to you like a little bit of what the vibe is like, so you can see whether you like it or not. And it says, following the cycles of history, memory, and time, the Emperor of Gladness shows the profound ways in which love, labor, and loneliness are the bedrock of American life. At its heart is a brave epic about what it means to exist on the fringes of society and to reckon with the wounds that haunt our collective soul. Do you ever wonder who writes these things? Because I don't know if it's the author that writes the blurbs or if it's somebody else. But this little piece of writing, it's gorgeous already. And if Ocean Vuong wrote this, then everything else, including his grocery list, I'm gonna read. Even if it hasn't been him writing this, I would highly recommend you pick up everything that man has written because it's gorgeous. You're not gonna forget it. So these are the books that I want to recommend to you because I'm also very excited about reading them really soon, hopefully like in the next couple of months. I do have some library books to go through first, but I am dying to go back to my queer books, which I understand makes it sound like I don't enjoy the other books I'm reading, which is not the case. I've read really good books that are not queer this year, but there's just something about talking to you guys about. Let me know if you've read any of these, even though they've come out like last month or something. But you might have been faster than me. So let me know, and let me know if you're excited about any of these and if you'd like to pick them up. So until next time, have a good read, put down your phone, and I'll see you soon. Bye!